What's up, FP? Coach Joe here. Welcome to Coach's Corner, where we're going to bring you the inside scoop of all of our coaches around the FP world and the FP Live world. Today, we have operator of Fitness Premier Manuka, Josh Biba. Let's kick this off by telling us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was born and raised in Wisconsin Rapids, small town. Look out for the deers and cows out there. They're all over the place. I am one of three, so I am also the baby of the family. So I got two siblings, and they all live in Wisconsin.
I'm the baby, too.
Oh.
And I got three siblings, so awesome. Now, first question out of my mind when people are from Wisconsin, are you a Packers fan?
I absolutely am.
I am very sorry about that.
Are you talking about the game last night? It was rough.
No.
It's rough.
You are in Bears country here, so there's some Packers fans out there, I guess.
I cannot walk into Fitness Premier Manuka on game day without getting an onslaught of abuse from vendors.
Yes. That, and you deserve it, and you're going to
deserve every bit of that.
This is going to be a blast, Josh. Fitness Premier's mission is to create a community where we depend on each other, hold each other accountable. We never settle. We rely on and trust each other. We see greatness, and we pull it out of each other. We are FP. We are one team, one dream. Let's get the show on the road. Josh actually started in Manhattan with me, so I've got to know Josh for the last couple of years now. I think it's been about 2 years now.
2 years, yeah.
2 years. So let's get the show on the road, like starting by getting a little bit to know about how your fitness background, your sports background, all of that came about, growing up and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So the sports I played football, I did basketball. Those were my two main sports. I did not play basketball my senior year, and the wrestling coach came up to me one day in the hallway, and he's like, "Hey, how much do you weigh?" Told him I weighed good 220, and he's like, "Well, we need someone for that weight class." So I wrestled my senior year, and I'm so very glad I did. It was the hardest sport that I've ever done.
Absolutely. I've said that. I say that all the time. It's the hardest 6 minutes of your life.
Mm-hmm. And you coach football too, right?
I played football my whole life, and officiated. I've never missed a season since I was 6 years old doing some kind of football related thing. But I always say wrestling is the toughest, without a doubt, the toughest sport out there.
Just so hard.
It's just so hard. So I know a little bit of your background. Let's teach everybody else or tell everybody else, how did you get into the fitness industry? I know you went to North Central.
Mm-hmm. North Central College.
I went to Millikan. So I think CCIW is a big staple in Fitness Premier industry.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you get into the fitness industry?
Well, originally, way back when, I used to be pretty heavy, and my buddy helped me lose a lot of weight. I think that's what kind of sparked my initial motivation, because I felt really good. I felt my mind change.
When was that? Were you younger?
I'd say I was about 15, 16.
15, 16.
Yeah, and honestly, I've never told anyone this before, but I chose exercise science because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. And then after I became a personal trainer at Export Fitness and helped a couple of people lose weight, and I remember this moment very specifically, first guy I ever lost a dramatic amount of weight. He was doing burpees, and he had never needed a belt before, and his pants fell off in the middle of the gym, and he was so very embarrassed but also so very proud of himself.
Absolutely.
And that moment's really stuck with me to kind of just recreate that moment for people, and help the communities we serve. So
perfect. And
so went from there to opening up my own club for a year and a half. After that failed, found Fitness Premier after 6 solid interviews. Thanks, Rick King. And then from there I got hired on at Fitness Premier Manhattan by yourself, and now we're at Fitness Premier Manuka.
That's awesome. So you started your own business, own fitness industry and all that, own small little club. Same with me. We came from essentially the same background, so to say. What's the hardest thing, getting a club off the ground, or, just getting your foot out there, getting into the community, and what separates Fitness Premier apart in your trials and tribulations?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I was at Fit for All, my gym, the other gyms that I've worked at, really, just you can really feel the main difference here is the amount of care from the higher up people, if you will. The difference between getting a phone call from someone screaming at me about some numbers as compared to someone calling me to see how my employees are doing and telling me when the next leadership and development training is, it's a big difference to me.
Yeah.
You know? So just a sense of community within the staff. I think that trickles down to the members, right? Because if you're at a gym where, you know, they're super sales driven, super pushy, you know, the staff is going to act like that towards the members. So
Absolutely.
I truly believe that Fitness Premier has created a culture where members can feel comfortable every single time they walk into the club.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I what drew me was the team training program, the community that we build, the team atmosphere. Everybody's in it together. It's amazing. Mm-hmm. So, and I know exactly what you guys have done in Manuka is amazing over there.
Thank you.
Taking that, you know, Josh, you started that. You know, you were the first operator in there. And it is just a rocking little club, ain't it? Well, I should say big club. Big difference coming from Little Manhattan to Manuka, eh?
A little bit. A little bit.
So there's a lot of different, you know, with Coach's Corner, we really want to talk about the fitness side of things. What is your favorite style of training, working out, all that?
I would say definitely HIIT style workouts.
Okay.
I was just telling Joe right before we started doing this, I did FP Sport, one of the FP Live classes that we have last week sometime when I was at our Streeter location. And it was pretty much 30 minutes of what the heck is happening right now, which is exactly what I'm looking for. You know, it's a get in, get out type workout. And just like you said about team training, I was really attracted to that and the culture in there. So I haven't stopped doing the team training classes at least 3 days a week since I've started it.
That's awesome.
With you, so.
Yeah. So the FP Live is something that came out of this changing world that we've been in the last 10 months. And, you know, I'm glad that you like them.
Yeah, man.
It's they're fun workouts are what, 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
Quick, in and out. You know, some of them can even be shorter than that.
You can get your yoga on too if you want to.
Yep.
A little yoga action. Stretch it out, you know, feel limber.
So one of the biggest things that we always end this with is over the last 10 months, the fitness industry has changed dramatically. But one thing has stayed constant, that health, nutrition, fitness, all of that is at the forefront, if not more than what it has been in the past. So if you had one tip to help, you know, for everybody out there, one tip to get people off the couch, get back into their routine, take their fitness to the next level, whatever it may be, what would that number one tip be?
A number one tip would be to be okay with where you're at right now. I've seen a lot of people's fear coming into the gym is that they feel like they need to already be fit or need to already have some type of a regimen down. And that's holding them from coming in and getting started. Like understanding that everyone has a different starting point and coming to a gym where there's no judgment is very vital, you know, because that's going to make you want to keep coming back. So just not judging yourself, being okay with where you're at and building up from there is the only way you can really get to that end result. But we just need to be okay with that starting point.
That's awesome. I totally agree with that. One of the big things I talk about is not stress over the results, so to say. Trust the process. Mm-hmm. You know, that's a big thing. It's kind of in line of what you're saying. So it's been a blast, Josh. Just to get a little tidbit of you and, you know, learn a little bit about yourself. Josh is a character. If you get to see him in Manuka, say hi and say go Bears to him.
That's great.
It's been a blast. It is my belief that we are all athletes. It doesn't matter if you're a runner, walker, gym junkie, elite athlete, or somebody that's just really getting started. We are all athletes and we should treat ourselves like one. So all we need to do is unleash that inner athlete. Thank you, Josh. Till next time, I'm Coach Joe and this is Coach's Corner.
Thank you.